Manvi, would you like to come? No. Looks like we'll be a team today. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यमुना गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत His divine grace is Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Titi Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashatya Desharine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kamara Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Brahmani Hari Priya Vancha Alapataruhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Anarpita charim chirat karunayavatirna kalau samarpaitunnato jvalarasam svabhakti shriyam. Harihi purata sundara dvitikadamba sandipita sada hridaya kandare spuratu vahashachi nandana. Antaya madhirabala haridas varyo yad Rama Krishna charana sparsha pramoda manam tanoti sahago ganayo sayorya aniya suyavasakanda kandamolaihi mukam karoti vachalam pangum lambhayate giyam yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinadaranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. I'm very happy to be back here. Well, we met several of you in India also. That's the nice thing of being around or in the Dham. People come there, perhaps just to check on me if I'm doing okay. So I'm very grateful, extreme gratitude to ISKCON Dallas leadership for orchestrating this seva for me. And thank you. Thankful to our very own Rajendra Sutta Prabhu, Tataji, Sanvi, and for hosting me. And thanks to all of you for coming today. Thank you to Kiranasa Prabhu and Kalindi Mataji for hosting us. And my obeisances at the lotus feet of Chandramali Maharaj. I had his darshan on the altar. Of course, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, under whose shade of mercy we are all basking. And Srila Prabhupada, so that we can speak something today on Śikṣāṣṭakam. But we'll not speak on Śikṣāṣṭakam, rather we'll sing songs about Śikṣāṣṭakam. क्योंकि जहां न पहुंचे रवि वहां पहुंच जाए कवि. Where the Ravi, sun doesn't reach, the Kavi reaches. So we'll take shelter of some Kavi to explain to us the deeper meanings of chanting. Okay? And also thank you to the online audience here who have joined us. I hope they're able to hear properly. Hare Krishna. There are two qualities of Krishna which endear us a lot. We can say those are the Sala Boundi qualities of Krishna. Very good qualities. There are many, many qualities. Sarva Sal Lakshanan Vitaha. Is that better for them?
Oh, recording also.
Okay, yeah. All right. I will not look at this direction. So, Sarva Sal Lakshanan Vitaha. He is Anvitaha. He is yukta with Sarva Sal Lakshan, all good qualities. But there are two qualities of Krishna which endear us the most. First is Kripa. He is very merciful, isn't it? Just look at our lives. From where to where have we come, isn't it? Even though if we are not in devotional service, who is providing the air? Trump? Or Modi, right? They will also agree if they are in their sanest of their minds that they don't provide air. We might pollute the air, but Krishna provides the air, water, they are providing us, isn't it? Who is providing laptops? Well, you may say Mac, Apple, Intel, but who gave the silicon, Baba? And behind the silicon, who gave the sand? Isn't it? So, Kripa, just look at Kripa. Even if we are going through challenges, still, I think within that challenges, we can all agree, a lot of Kripa is there. Sometimes we may not see it, but if somebody shows us, we are easily able to see, yes, it is there. Isn't it? At some point or the other. And that also makes us share that quality of Krishna when we reach out to others, serve them, isn't it? Or help the others. That's that same Kripa quality which is coming. Your mother in law. Oh, okay.
No.
Mother, welcome. Thank you. And those qualities endear us, we borrow that qualities, we also give it to other people, isn't it? Help others. However, there is a difference. When we help others, oftentimes we become caught up, isn't it? We become emotionally attached, isn't it? There's a famous story of Bharat Maharaj. He became dear to a deer, or the deer became dear to him. Now, who knows which deer will become dear to us, right? Maybe some other deer. And we get lost. Sometimes it is Tesla FSD, dear to us, isn't it? So something else can become dear to us and we get caught up. Here's where Krishna is different. He has the second quality, which is appears to be almost diagonally opposite. Kripa and asangata. He doesn't get attached. He can do kripa, yet he's like, I'm aloof. Amazing, right? Viruddha dharma ashraya. Two opposite qualities. And it is these qualities which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also displayed. You know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his Radha Krishna combined avatar, is there on the altar. And how did he display? Well, we know how much merciful he is, correct? In this day and age, everything is getting adulterated, isn't it? And people are really worried about paneer because no vegetable is complete without paneer. But these days, the question is where the paneer is coming from, isn't it? And how is it so cheap? Milk is expensive, paneer is cheap. Where is it coming from? People even go to the root and ask, where is the milk coming from? So in Kartik, so many people come to Vrindavan. In Purushottam month, can you guess how many people came to Vrindavan? Did some of you also come Purushottam month to Vrindavan? I think almost, right? Yes. 63 million people came to Vrindavan. 6.3 crores. That's called the Giga Sadhu Sangha. Isn't it? So many people, they came to Vrindavan, but then so many mithais are already there. So one of the Brajvasi asked me a question. Is it possible to make so many mithais? Where is the milk coming from? Well, some people said, let's not focus on the milk, focus on the mithai. So things are adulterated, right? Dhyan we cannot do. Gyan, which requires a very tikshna buddhi of removing all the layers and talking about what's the substance behind anything. And here is Mahaprabhu who comes to give what? Holy name, isn't it? And promises that holy name will take you to your Vastu Siddhi. Vastu Siddhi means the actual thing which you desire, you will get it, which is loving service in association of the associates to Radha and Krishna in Brasdam. Holy name to Vastu Siddhi. So it's Kripavant. And is he Asang? Oh, a lot. In fact, the story is celebrated in our tradition. He had a friend called Raghupati Shiromani. What was the name of the friend? Raghupati Shiromani. And Raghupati Shiromani at that time, they were in Navadvip. And Navadvip was the Oxford at that time because they were famous for the logic. In fact, actual logic schools were in Mithila. Anybody heard about Mithila? Is the place of Siya, Sita Jo, isn't it? In fact, people, Mithila saints are their own. You know, they will say, what did Ram do? Everything Sita Maya did. Only after Siya Mata came into his life, he became a little bit soft-hearted. Earlier, he was with the arrows. And in fact, they say, people sometimes question Ram, why did you leave Sita in the forest? Mithila saints say that Ram thought the grandfather is not at home. Baba is not at home. So how will the children grow up in the absence of an elder? Isn't it? Send them to the other Baba. Who is the other Baba? Valmiki. So now who can give us this understanding? Only saints from Mithila. So Mithila was the school of logic. Everybody was learning there. Only issue is that if you learn and go, you are not supposed to take any USBs. I mean, that was not the time for you to speak. So you are not allowed to take any USBs, any copies. The copies will be torn off. But there was one person who can memorize anything. Who was he? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He went there, learned, memorized everything. Amazing, Jishnu, right? If you can memorize everything, then you don't need Chat GPT. So he memorized everything, came back, downloaded everything, and started his own University of Navyanai. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was, what was his name when he was young boy? Nimai Pandit. And his friend was Raghupati Shiromani. They were all studying together. So one fine day, they were going in a boat. What do you call boat in Telugu?
Padava.
Huh?
Padava.
Padava. So they were going in a Padava. It's important to learn some language. Only Chala Bhavandi won't do. So Padava they are going, and Raghupati Shiromani is saying, I have composed a new book. This is called Tattva Chintamani Didhiti. Didhiti means Kiran. Here's the name with Prabhu. Kiran. Kiran means a ray. Chintamani means a jewel, and Tattva means substance. So it's a ray of the jewel of the actual substance. Can you read? He's asking whom? Nimai. Can you comment on it? And Nimai said, yeah, I've also written something. Can I show you? So he showed, and this fellow's face became like constricted from all sides. He said, who will read my book after reading the first page, maybe Mangalacharan of your book? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, really? And this person is saying that my whole life is meant to do this. I have spent years and years to compose this. And here comes the quality of both Kripa and Asangata. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he does what? As happens in movies, right? Phad ke phenk diya. He torn off all the manuscript and threw it in Ganges. Let your book be famous. Since then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never wrote anything. He never wrote anything. He just asked his disciples to write. Can we be so kripavant and asang at the same time? That out of welcome, nahi aao to bheed kam. Correct? He is not interested in his fame. Of course, he is Lord. Why does he need to? So imagine if a person who is full in his heart, he won't look for any other thing, isn't it? Because there is no insecurity. He would always serve. So he served, he never composed, he never wrote anything. His disciples wrote. Who were his disciples? 6 Goswamis, right? They wrote. But Mahaprabhu uttered few verses here and there. In Braj Bhasha, we call them Phutkar verses. Phutwani, which means occasional. So we know many verses Mahaprabhu said. One verse, those who go to the altar to worship the deities in the temple recite that, right? Naham vipro nacha narapati napi vaishyo na shudro. That I am not belong to any caste, I am not any varna. Who you are? Kintu prodyan parama nikhilananda purnamritabdher gopi bhartur padakamalayur. Now, because he had to finish the chanda, he had to put dasa, dasa, nudasa. If we gave like full dheel to Mahaprabhu, he would keep going. Das, 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 das. Million times anudas, isn't it? This he wrote. But then he wrote 8 verses also, which are called Sri Śikṣāṣṭakam. You know, the 8 teachings of Mahaprabhu. So it fits him well. Isn't he merciful? So how about we begin the discussion today by a Braj song on how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is merciful. So far, so good. So today Mridanga is laptop for you, Sanvi. Laptop. It's top on your lap. It says laptop. Okay. Mahaprabhu tum param udhar. Mahaprabhu tum param udhar. Keep playing. This has been shared with you as a document in your group. Yeah. So the shlokas and the songs which we'll recite today is all shared, so you can look. Yeah. But don't look at the other messages which will come to your phone. Maybe download the PDF and on airplane mode. All right? Mahaprabhu Tum Param Udar Mahaprabhu Tum Param Udar अद्भुत रीति तुम्हारी देखी अद्भुत रीति तुम्हारी देखी पतितन के तुम पति रिझवार पतितन के तुम अति रिझवार. Son, we keep playing. Patitan ke tum ati rijbhar. I mean, you get especially merciful to the patitans. And that's why you are udar. And this is your adbhut riti. Riti means what? A way, a particular way of doing. So, we know that Mahaprabhu is giving name, but name is taking to the highest destination. So, what are you doing? You ask the author, so fine, what do you want to do? Yahi आशा ताग नयो हूँ यारी आशा ताग नयो और न कछु मोर उधार और न कछु मोर आधार जगन्नाथ प्रभु कृपा की जय जगन्नाथ प्रभु कृपा की जय प्रेम दान विस्तार प्रेम दान विस्तार. यही आशा. I have this आशा. I don't have any other आधार. आधार means support. Only your support. Hey, Jagannath is the author's name. He's saying, Prabhu Kripa Kijay. Be merciful on me. Give me Prem Dhan. This is the largest purpose we can aspire for, right? Without love, nothing is there. We are a Kantanpa. Small love in small circle. That's what we want. That increase, expand to everybody, isn't it? That's what the name has the potential to do it. But then you will ask the question, what's in the name? You know, Shakespeare wrote that, right? Oh Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Oh Romeo, tumhara naam Romeo kyun hai? Because if it was not Romeo, that family, then our marriage would have happened. But you belong to Capulets, I belong to Montag, and different. So they would allow to marry. So change your name. But we can tell Juliet, Arey, no, everything is in the name. In fact, that's how in Indian system, Sanskrit system, we think before naming, right? Why? Because if you call, you will be benefited. And the one you call, he or she will be benefited, isn't it? We don't name somebody Tapori. Isn't it? Because if you call, you will become one. And the one you call will become the second one. Isn't it? Think about it, right? And let me tell you, this is something mystical. We should allow some mystical explanations in Bhakti also. Our surnames are in Vaishnav Das or Dasi. That's important. We keep this in mind. But sometimes we see that whatever our Gurudev has meditated and given that name, we almost try to become like that. Those qualities may come. We may start having that inclinations and like that, isn't it? So name, there is lot is there. Because forget about name, even ordinary words are not ordinary. Is it resounding a lot? Yeah. No. Ordinary words are not ordinary. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So ordinary words are not ordinary. In fact, words stick with us. They stick in the ether. You say something, they're out in the ether, right? Especially these days when we bombard the ether. with electromagnetic waves, isn't it? Or these days we keep storing them in, what is the name for cloud in Telugu? Huh? Megham. Oh, it's almost Sanskrit, so I didn't learn anything new. So we store in the Megham, isn't it? It's there, already there. And maybe a little bit voice, it's echoing. It's
The Zoom, they're not able to hear.
okay, now they are able to hear everybody. Okay, thank you. So, Megham or in the ether, but worst of all in our psyche, isn't it? Somebody said something to us, we remember even after 10, 15, 20 years, correct? Oftentimes we remember in our graves also. And where do we come? We maybe take birth in the same home to do some punching because I had grudge with that another person. Think about it, it's a science. Antakalesa smaran muktva kalevaram. So no grudge. And that's why in the end, we were just talking the other day, people practice loving exchanges with even those people who are in coma. Because even though they are in coma, this is working. Ear is working. Ear is a very powerful thing. So we do loving exchange with them and saying that, I forgive you, you also forgive me. I will miss you, you will also miss me perhaps. And then I have loved you, you have also loved me. And you go nischint, that all your work will be taken care, isn't it? Relieve that person. Why do we celebrate? It's almost a celebration, right? 13 days when somebody dies. We do Garud Puran, the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, to relieve that. We are happy doing satsang, huh? Don't bother us. Go to your next destination, which is a good one. Otherwise, we are stuck, they are stuck. Doesn't make us hard-hearted. We cry for people we miss because the body was a medium for an exchange of love, isn't it? But we don't want to get them tied also, right? They will feel sad, we'll feel sad, and they will not go to the next destination. So words are powerful. Ordinary words are powerful. So how about holy name, isn't it? So an author said, Payo ji maine Ram Ratan Dhan Payo. Payo ji maine Ram Ratan Dhan Payo. We understood that? We all have gotten that name, right? Pat your back. In the previous life, we have done all the jantra, mantra, tantra, everything, just for a person to chant the name. And today, in this session, you have full discount. What full discount? No botheration. Take mala, take counter, take whatever, keep chanting. Lips must not stop. And if you feel like that, heart, something must not. What should not stop? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Keep on chanting in your mind. We have to practice that, isn't it? Why should lips stop? Why should jiva stop? Isn't it? Krishna says, Ma manusmara yudhyacha. So, at least in the gaps you can chant. What will you chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. If we have an amolik dhan like iWatch, we keep it close, right? So how about the name? That's the one. How about the name? We keep it even closer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So the author is saying, Vastu amolik di mere Sadguru. Vastu amolik di mere Sadguru. Kirpa kar apnayo. Payo ji maine kirpa kar apnayo. Lot of kirpa is happening, kripa is there, and we take the holy name. But sometimes we do so much gymnastics, we'll do everything except doing name. So there was a saint on the deathbed, true story. And in that time you have no sense of cleanliness and somebody is helping you to clean and things like that, correct? What to speak about sleeping in the right direction and the vastu and the plants. It's all mess. So one Pandit comes to him, true story. I may be putting some masala, but true story. So the saint Pandit comes and says, what are you doing? He says, you should take bath. I said, situation is not there. Oh, no, so unclean. Have you done the tarpan and achman and maybe chanted some few slokas to get into the mood to chant? Okay, no. Are you sitting in the right direction? You should sit. No, Baba, no help. So he's giving rules after rules after rules. The saint told, tell me, do you chant? No, I don't chant. Get out. Think about it. Oftentimes, authors, they research about writing except writing. Cooks research about cooking except cooking. However, nobody does research about eating but eating. It's like direct swallowing. But think about it. Why should the name stop? Why should we have so many things? Nam, Akari, Bahuda. We'll come to that verse today. There are no hard and fast rules. We do one chanting which we call attentive chanting. In the morning, whatever rounds you have taken, 4, 8, 16, 32, sky is the limit. That we do in one place with as less window shopping. Correct? I mean, this window should be as much. So that as much close, but not so close so that we jopte jhople, right? Jhota laga diya. Not that. However, whole day, when we are doing many activities, who is stopping us? So what should we do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. However, if the speaker does not like it, then don't mess with the speaker also. Because maybe some people may get disturbed. So it's our job is to serve everyone, isn't it? So if the speaker feels that, you should not, then if you are careful enough, you can hide the thing. Okay? Or if that also can be seen, we can say in our minds, right? Correct? But I don't mind. So you can even chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Because it's different mood, right? And why not? Why not? This practice we are doing so that class is just one example. This practice we are doing tomorrow, you are cooking. Can we not cook with injecting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So it's an Anmol Ratna. We keep it together. It's Anmol Ratna because even material endeavors become successful by name. We don't ask for it, but name may have that potency. Yeah. However, what is nice, it's a jewel because it is rare also. So first reason it is rare because material endeavors, even mukti, waits for holy name chant. And secondly, it is rare. It's the you can say the last thing somebody picks up when they are coming to Krishna consciousness. Everything else can happen. Chanting, back burner, maybe out in the closet. Because it's tough, it's rare. Think about it. All of our lives are like that. And it is the first thing to go when one becomes disinterested in spirituality. Because name is powerful. Have you all observed that? First thing will go, then the person says, but Prabhu, I'm still vegetarian. Huh? But name has gone because it's powerful. And that's why the author is saying, Janam janam ki punji pai, Janam janam ki punji pai. जग में सब खोवायो पायो जी मैंने जग में सब खोवायो. And why it is also Anmol Ratna? Because it's not like you take 16 rounds and then its stock value has reduced. Doesn't happen, right? Or somebody can say, Prabhuji, I'll steal it from you. What will you do? You can steal mala, but mala se jada what is important? Naam. In fact, we were hearing Prabhupada's following Srila Prabhupada memories, and in that one Prabhu was sharing, or one Mataji was sharing, that somebody lost the beads and they went to Prabhupada, get the other beads. Prabhupada said the name is more important. Think about it, right? Beads are also important, but more than what is more important? Naam. We always shared this example. Somebody told me people were going and dipping the beads in the Radha Kund. And I think it was Jananivas Prabhu or Pankaj Angri, they said, why are you dipping? So that person said, to make it pure. So was it not pure before? And what about the holy name? Holy name is supremely pure, right? Can we take holy name in the bathroom?
Yes. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So some people have the habit of taking bath in volcanic hot water. Perfect simulation for samsara dava nalalidha loka. And therefore the best remedy is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. The name we are taking today is not a filler. I am trying to impress on one thing: habit. Habit. I know saints who can read and chant together, hear and chant together, and seriously, practice. Of course, they are doing their original chanting nicely, and then it is chanting. And I know one saint, he was from Radha Raman Goswami. In fact, you know Pundarik Goswami ji? His grandfather, Krishna Chaitanya Tirth Maharaj, he was first Atul Krishna Goswami. He would give katha with the mala in the hand. And the antray, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Have you seen Prabhupada on the morning walks? What is he holding? So our sampradaya is a sampradaya of books and beads. Our sampradaya is a sampradaya of books and beads. See, all our acharyas post pictures. What are they holding? Books, right? Madhvacharya is having these two. Somebody thought 2 means only 2 meals in a day. But no, it means something else. And what? Books, isn't it? Then Prabhupada is holding books, right? His picture. What about Bhakti Vinod Thakur? Books, isn't it? Vaisheshika Prabhu has written this book, Our Family Business. In that, the foreword to this book is written by Ravindra Swarup Prabhu. He says it's a sampradaya of books. And when we put our Guru Maharaj's pictures in the altar also, or the parampara, they are holding one more thing. What? Bead bag, isn't it? So Srila Prabhupada was always holding that, correct? And Prabhupada, one follower of Prabhupada, whom Prabhupada called Harisan, he was George Harrison. And George Harrison's team member was Paul McCartney in Beatles. He said in one documentary, actually a great documentary to feel how a Vaishnav can move in the world untouched. George Harrison, Martin Scorsese has made the documentary called Living in the Material World. And you know what Paul McCartney said? George Harrison was a man of bag of beads. What? Man of bag of beads, isn't it? So we hang the beads in our neck, not only like a garland, but to do something about it, isn't it? What? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. And it won't be having any reduced value. Not like people say Tesla FSD out, stock value gone. Not like that. खर्चे न खूटे चोर न लूटे खर्चे न खूटे चोर न लूटे ऐसा हुआ है devotees प्रभु जी you are not chanting beads ले गया अरे beads ले गया नाम तो है think about it right or we don't say our spouses right too tired today can you do like 32 rounds 16 on my behalf no you only have to do it. It cannot be passed here and there. Therefore they say, Din din bhadat savayo payo ji maine Din din bhadat savayo. Savayo means, I think it means at least 25%. Savayo, we say, right? Sava, interest. I mean, it grows infinitely. That's what. Imagine when we began chanting, one round was taking 15 minutes. And we were thinking, 16 rounds. How will we chant? Now what has happened? Because we know 7 minutes and like that, we know after her what will come? Re. After Krish what will come? Na. After Ra what will come? O. Nahin. Ma. We are not talking about some Rao here, right? We know the territory of the name. Like shloka is a city, name is also city. We have become familiar with it and it is making us chant. Are we chanting or it is making us chant? Think about it. It is making us chant. We just have to be present, isn't it? And one fine day the name will sit so much that we cannot do anything else. In fact, automatically another name will also chant. So, the author is saying, Sat ki nav kevatiya Sat Guru Bhav Sagar Tarvayo. Kevatiya, Kevat, is the Sadguru. Our Guru is the what you call Navik in Telugu? Padava Wala? No. Boatman. I think you are all like maybe half Telugu. Mavati. Okay, there's a discussion between Telangana and Hyderabad. I asked in some place, what do you call buffalo? There was a fight. Gede barre. Navik, Prabhu took the easy route. So Navik is Sadguru. Navik is Sadguru, and what is the now? Padava? Name is the now. And that's why we want the now to be nice also. And so we are entering into this topic. Who is singing this song? Meera ke Prabhu Giridhar Nagar. Meera ke Prabhu Giridhar Nagar. Harsh harsh jas gayo. Harsh harsh. Not like some people were doing chanting and somebody came to him and said, Prabhu, do you have constipation? Why are you doing constipated japa? Harsh harsh. How? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So such is Mahaprabhu who has given us Anmol Ratna. It's the most important thing we have, isn't it? So when we are in trouble situations, practice should be such that before we go to ChatGPT for solution, at least we can do one thing, what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And that's what all scriptures end in. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what's the last shloka? 18.76. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partha Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Now say, where is chanting in it? There is. Abhinnatvat Nama Namino. There is no difference between Nam and Nami. So Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna is equal to Yatra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Where there is name and where there is a devotee like Arjun, everything will be there. Even material thing. Or if it doesn't come, means it is for good. That's Bhagavad Gita ending. Bhagavatam we all know, right? Namas. This is the shloka number 1 in your handouts. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya, Sarva Papa Pranashanam, Pranamo Dukkha Shamanas, Tam Namami Harim Param, Ends in Nam Sankirtan. And the Grantha, which is based on Srimad Bhagavatam, is Brihad Bhagavatamrit. They say that Vedas are like Au. Gaya? Telugu? Au, right? Correct? Okay, I get 10 points. Gaya, cow, is Ved. Then you make the milk. That is Gita. Then you churn the milk into Adhota milk. You know Adhota Dudh? Dudh, Adhota Dudh. Half should get evaporated. And then you put almost. And then you put Prem Vilas Prabhu's specially made badam and pista powder. So then it's Adhota Dudh and you drink it. However, what if you churn it further? It will become Rabdi, paneer. No, we have left paneer far behind. Rabdi. So this Rabdi is Brihad Bhagavatamrit. It is the essence. Because when Shukdev Goswami spoke the Bhagavatam, Hamare Parikshit Maharaj is running away. I am liberated. Uttara Maharani says, come here, bhaiya. Yat Shukeno Upadishtam Te. What Shukdev Goswami said, can you explain in essence? So he explained the essence. So, Au, Dugdha, Adhota Dud and Rabdi. I hope there is no name for Rabdi in your language, right? Rabdi only. Universally accepted Rabdi. Okay? And it ends with Nam Sankirtan. It ends with Nam Sankirtan. What is that? Shloka number 3. Matar Gop Kishoram Tam. Matar Gop Kishoram Tam. Tvam cha rasarasam buddhim. Tvam cha rasarasam buddhim. Tat prema mohitabhi. Tat prema mohitabhi. Shri Gopi virabhito vritam. Shri Gopi virabhito vritam. Amusham dasyam echanti. Amusham dasyam echanti. Tadrisha prema bhangi bhihi. Tadrisha prema bhangi bhihi. Nityam bhajasva tannama. Nityam bhajasva tannama. Sankirtana parayana. Sankirtana parayana. Amazing instruction which Parikshit Maharaj gives to his mother. So we say like father, like son, but here he have to change it and say like mother, like son, like son, like mother, isn't it? E matah Gop Kishoram Tam. That Gopa Kishore, who is he? Kanha. Some people call him Kariya, some people call him Jagannath. That, who is he? Tvam, you, to him. Tvam and Tam, that's our whole journey, right? You to him. And he is Rasa Rasam Buddhim. Ambudhi means ocean. He is the ocean of Ras. Okay? What you should do? Tat prema mohitabhi Shri Gopi bhir. Like how gopis worship him, like the Brajvasis worship him, you should cultivate that mood. Mood of the Brajvasis, in which you feel something for them, isn't it? And what? He is surrounded by Abhita Vritam, Amusham Dasyam Icchanti. Feel, to cultivate the mood of being servant of the servant, Dasyam of the gopis. That's what Prabhupada has been telling us, right? So Prabhupada oftentimes is summarizing many of these literatures, and when you go to these literature, you'll say, hey, he just gave us the smoothie. Amusham Dasyam Icchanti, Prabhupada would say, right? Mood of the servant of the gopis. And Tadrisha Prema Bhangivi, servant of the gopis. And in the mood of the Vrajvasis, Nityam Bhajasva, always serve Gopa Kishore. Or in our land we can say, Edu Kondadwala, Venkataramana, Govinda, isn't it? That Govinda. But when he comes to Vrindavan, we say, Ya Yaha Gopi Nam Gaha Vindati, who gives pleasure to the gopis. That is Govinda. He's the same person, huh? In different poshaks, in different moods. Last thing. What was the first thing? Servant of the gopis. Second thing was? What was the second thing? Mood of the Vrajvasis. And third, Nama Sankirtan Parayana. Never forget what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. So Brihad Bhagavatamrit first canto is also ending into this. How about Chaitanya Charitamrit? The last chapter of the Antya Lila is titled Śikṣāṣṭakam prayers. And that's what we are discussing, isn't it? So BG, Bhagavad Gita ends in this. SB, Srimad Bhagavatam ends in this. CC, Chaitanya Charitamrita ends in this. And on Saturday we'll see in the middle of Hanuman Chalisa it is Ram Rasayan Tumhare Pasa Sada Raho Raghupati Ke Dasa. So हम क्या कर रहे हैं? It's an Anmol Ratan which has been given to us, isn't it? So we enter into these songs today. Because the best way to explain Śikṣāṣṭakam, in my view, in a limited time, are the songs about Śikṣāṣṭakam, written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. For every Śikṣāṣṭakam verse, the 8 teachings, many songs are written. We'll just pick one song, not for all, but for the first 4 verses. Because after 4 verses, it's an internal journey of separation, right? Ainanda Tanuja, internal journey begins. That it is one to savor inside. But before that, what are they talking about? So are you with me so far? Yes. We go to the shloka and it's a simple meter. We will sing together, Sanvi. Yeah. You can play Keherva? Okay, whatever you pick. Like the medium beat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. So the first shloka we know, right? Cheto darpana marjanam. So it is describing it. This is the beauty of our acharyas, that they have converted Sanskrit into vernaculars, isn't it? I mean, in Telugu land, there is Annamacharya, isn't it? The Gujarat, it is Narsi Mehta, Braj, so many other poets, Bengal, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, isn't it? So that common people can remember it. And sometimes they say, don't mess up with simple Babajis of Bengal, because they may have the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita kanthasth. They may be like simple. Or don't mess up with, an old lady from Andhra Pradesh, from Bhadrachalam. Because she may remember what? Ramayana, Potana Bhagavad, everything, isn't it? Because in the language you remember, and then you can chew it, you can relish it, isn't it? So these are the glories of our acharyas. Alright, song number 1. Okay? Pita Varana Kali Pavan Gora. Together. Pita Varana Kali Pavan Gora. Gao Ye Echan Bhav Vihora. Gao Ye Echan Bhav. We'll sing together. Chit darpana parimarjan thori Krishna kirtana jaya chitta bihari Hela bhava tava nirvapana vriti Krishna kirtana jaya Krishna. Keep playing. Now I'll explain. There's such a deep purport is given here. It is saying all glories to Krishna who is Chitta Bihari. Now Bihar means what? It's a Bihar Desh also. But Bihar means somebody who walks also. So Chitta Bihari is Krishna who walks in our heart also. And he does Skrabanam and Mopanam, right? We do Skrabanam and Mopanam. We don't do. We do it in Roomba or Zumba. But when we take holy name does the magic. And Chitta Darpana, the heart gets cleansed. So all the things are already there inside. And we can see when we start chanting, a lot of things happen. We start becoming peaceful. A lot of magic happens. It's a whole journey. And it begins with first taking the name. Who has given that? Pita Varana, he's golden complexion, Gauranga. Kali Pavana, Gora, he's the Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And he is singing with Bhava Vibhor. He is singing this song. Isn't it? Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is singing this song. Saying that we are all burning in the horrible forest fire. Dava Nal, Dava Niravapana Vritti. It has the sense that it can extinguish this forest fire. One of the forest fire we have to say. This is called visa issue. So somebody said that instead, along with having Visa Balaji, have Visa Stamp Balaji in US. Perhaps in Dallas Puram. You call it Dallas Puram, right? Because there is Visa Balaji there, here we should have Visa Stamp Balaji. But whatever it is, Holy name can help. It can give us a different perspective. Shreya Kumula Vidhu Jyotsna Prakasa Krishna Kirtana Jaya Bhakti Vilasa Vishuddha Vidyavadu Jivana Rupa Krishna Kirtana Jaya Siddha Swarupa Ananda Payo Nidhi Vardhana Kirti Krishna Kirtana Jaya Bhavana Murti Pade Pade Piyusha Swada Pradata Krishna Kirtana Jaya Prema Vidhata. It's talking, explaining about that. Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam. Explain that. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitarana. It is releasing the moonlight of auspiciousness. That's what it is telling, right? Shreya Kumuda Vidhu Jyotsna Prakash. And then it says what? Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam. So really, I've been chanting, it's not doing it. It is happening. At some level, maybe you have to just wait. Don't get down of the local train, as they say. And Kirtana Siddha Swarup, Ananda Payonudhi Vardhana Kirti Krishna Kirtana Jaya Plavana Murti Pade Pade Piyush Swad. Sometimes it's difficult, but we don't give up. Because our journeys are like this, spiral, isn't it? We go, when we elevate our consciousness, we see the same thing in a different light. Many of us would be chanting Hanuman Chalisa since childhood, right? But after coming in touch with some teachings, now we look at the words in a very different light, right? Isn't it? Why? Because our Chitta Shuddhi is happening and it will keep on happening. Just not lose faith and keep doing what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the Sutra 1 for today. And the Sutra 1 is just chant. Don't have to do a lot of research. You can do, but oftentimes you may get caught up in the research, except chanting. We may caught up with a lot of vidhi nishedh and things like that. Should I get up in the morning, take bath and chant? Many times people have that. There are no rules and regulations. Many of the saints we know do the quick kulla, wash the face so that you don't sleep while chanting, and pick up chanting. Because does chanting wait for the purification? No, right? If our situation is like that, if we can get up and take bath, fine. If not, pregnant ladies and others who have this in this situation, correct? Who have to rear the baby like that or take care of the baby, you will tell them, do all the rules and regulations. Why? No rules and regulations, they can keep chanting, isn't it? Or tell them, you have to sit in one place and chant. Doesn't make sense. Or somebody has arthritis. So holy name is for all. It doesn't depend on any condition. So, what's the Sutra 1? They have just do it, right?
Yes.
So we removed the do it and made it just Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. See, people have interesting ringtones. One of the person has a ringtone when it's a sleeping alarm. When it goes off, it says Nalayak abhi tak so rahe ho. Interesting way to wake up, but after a while person thinks that maybe I am not waking up, let me not put this ringtone because I will be doing Guru Avagya. Some great personality speaking. Some people have an app which after every 15 or 20 minutes will say what? Hare Krishna. Good app, because it's reminding you to do what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Sutra is simple, just chant. Isn't it? It's an Anmol Ratna. It is doing the magic. It is changing things. It's a powerful thing. It is making us chant. It is not different than Krishna. Think about it. Krishna is coming as though he has no other job to do. But he likes this job. He loves us more than we can even desire. So he's ready to come.
So that's the first sutra. And the song we read, Sutra 1 just chant, and the first song was about how it can clean. The second song is about exactly this. Don't have too much here and there without focusing on the main thing. As they say, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Not to get lost in the insecurities about name, right? No, just chant. And we talked about that story of that saint, isn't it? And this is exactly the second shloka of Śikṣāṣṭakam, right? What is the shloka? Na nam akara bahuda. So we sing it together. You all have shared in your files. Tuhu doya sagar tarai te prani. Tuhu doya sagar tarai te prani. Nam ane tuva sikhao diyani. Sakal sakati de naam tohara. Grahane rakoli nahi kal. So it is talking about there is no kala vichar. If you get up at 2 a.m., sometimes we get up, right? Nightmare or some RAM gets stuck, right? Random access memory gets stuck and we are lost in some thought. What's the first thing we should take shelter? Think about it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And these days people have those things, counters. People have those things also which look like that. Only issue is that it can slide forward and backward. So you chant sometimes 54 mala instead of 108 mala. And you think, 108 mala done in 2 minutes? No, you ate away half the... But there is some, we can count or not count. There is some counting mala which we do, 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 16 rounds, whatever. But then other time, who is stopping us to count or not count and to not chant? Think about it, right? Some devotee was saying, so blessed is the FSD of Tesla. I can now also chant. Well, still the Tesla will look at your eyes and say, pay attention. But we can always do that. And there is no kala vichar. No kala vichar. No ashuddhi shuddhi vichar is there. Because Naam is the supreme most pure. So, Shri Nama Chintamani Tohari Samana Vishwe Bilaoli Karunani Dana Tuva Doya Archana Parama Udara Eshoi Mandanata Bhag Hamara. He's telling it's Hamara Bhagya. My brain is Manda. I am not picking it up, isn't it? Just think about it. Our brains is not picking it up, but it is so simple, right? In olden days, we used to have Ram books. Have you seen that? People would write Ram, 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 Ram. And then somebody caught a good idea, and the Brahmachari ashram, they put a rule, if you don't come and put the P present before 4:35 a.m., you have to write 108 Maha Mantras. Not 108 Rams. No, what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Sometimes this could be useful also. You can try different things. Just write Hare Krishna mantra because your eyes are involved, pen, senses involved, lips are also involved. Think about it, isn't it? Very powerful way of engaging with Nama Tattva, and it is saying what? In the Shri Nama Chintamani, Tohara Samana. Are you are like non-different from Krishna, isn't it? Think about it. Next time we say Edu Kondalava, Venkataramana, Govinda, Govinda. Thakurji may be standing. Venkataramana may be standing because non-different, right? Think about it. Just perspective has to change. We were narrating the story. A car is going and there is a pani ka puddle, water puddle. The car hits the pani ka puddle. All the dirty water comes and splashes the face of the driver and the saint sitting behind. Driver hurls the curses. Saint tells that so long we have received the Charnamrit of deities, Or Venkataramana, today we are receiving the Charnamrit of a motor car. Look at the perspective. Look at the perspective. We have full capability of inventing and spreading happiness. Just something is holding us. And what may be holding us? Not chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Perhaps एक माला तो हो जाएगी. So, Nahi janmalo name anurag mor bhakti vinoda chitta dukhe vibho. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, actually, he is Nam lover, but he is talking about us. I am not developing that attraction. So this brings us to the Sutra 2. First Sutra is just Hare Krishna. That's also nice. Just chant. Sutra 2 is as much as possible chant. What? As much as possible chant. Isn't it? Nobody's stopping, right? In fact, it's the best way to avoid gossip. If suppose somebody comes and tells, Prabhu, about that, but immediately in our heart we should start doing what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. The gossip's volume will reduce. Think about it. And name will sit and purify. And it will not create the venomous towards the other person, because doesn't it happen? Even if the person we love the most, if somebody says a thing about them, 19-20 hota hai, right? That the greatness which our heart was holding towards that person sometimes reduces. If we are smart, we will reduce it, or we will go to that person about whom the other person is talking and tell, I heard about it. Is it really true? Oftentimes we don't do it. How about if we start chanting? Maybe that volume will get reduced. So it's a short way. As much as possible, chant. And the changes will happen. There was a saint in Chitrakoot. How many of us know about Chitrakoot? It's connected to Ramayana. And there was a saint who would do parikrama of a sacred hill. See, every holy place has some kind of the hill or the other. Like Arunachalam, there is a hill. Vrindavan is Govardhan. Bhadrachalam also has a hill. Yeah? Achal. Bhadrachalam. And Edu Kondalwala. Kondal means 7 hills, right? Edu means 7. 20 points. So, 7 hills. And Chitrakoot, there is a hill, Kamadgiri Parvat. So, around that Parvat, this saint was doing parikrama all the time, and perhaps in their sampradaya they chant the Vijay mantra. What's the Vijay mantra? Shri Rama Jai Jai Ram, Shri Rama Jai Jai Ram. Isn't it? So he was chanting this, but then his guru came from Vrindavan, and the guru is lying down, the saint is massaging the lotus feet, saint is asking him, that saint is asking the guru, nothing is happening. Been chanting from so long. Oftentimes these things, it's not that we chant and 2 more hands come, right? Prabhu, 2 more hands came. No, or we start floating above the earth, right? Or from tomorrow onwards, Prabhuji, chanting is working wonderfully, no constipation. These are like choti cheezein. Or Prabhuji, chanting, because of promotion pe promotion hi ho raha hai. Chanting is working, something else is happening. So the saint told him, saint challenged him, the guru challenged the saint. Oh, it's not working? If things are not working, why are you doing it? Leave chanting. What did he say? If it's not working, what's the point of doing something which is not giving result, right? If the stock is not giving result, we leave it, right? That's how the world works. So he said, leave the chanting. He started trembling. He started trembling and saying, do anything, but don't give me this instruction to leave chanting. I cannot leave chanting. The guru slapped him and said, lovingly, Baba, kaam ho to gaya. What else you want? You have gotten attached to chanting. Do you want something else? And exactly a story of similar kind repeated few years ago. Our very own Kadamba Kanan Swami Maharaj. He was in Vrindavan, and I have heard from an authentic source, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj told him that you are taking so long to chant. And one doctor was telling me, again authentic, that Maharaj did not go for painkillers also at that time where he was suffering from so much pain. So he is continuing it, living in Vrindavan, chanting, and rounds will take a lot of time. So Jayapataka Swami Maharaj actually told him, you don't need to chant 16 rounds. If I am not mistaken, anybody who knows the full story can correct me. Jayapataka Maharaj told him out of his compassion that maybe you can chant 16 mantras and we'll take it as 16 rounds. Kadam Kanam Maharaj started trembling. Maharaj, don't give me this instruction. And immediately Jayapatak Maharaj, Ashrudhara. Think about it. Think about it. Isn't that the greatest benediction, that we cannot live without? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But one quality is required. First sutra is just chant. Second sutra is as much possible chant. Third, for the third we need a quality. A quality that sometimes we say, right, hum kisi se kam nahi. Have you heard this? We should change that. Hum sabhi se kam hai. What is the other Bollywood mantra? Hum kisi se kam nahi. और हमारा क्या है? हम सबसे कम हैं. We are servants of others. It is the mood of humility, and that's the third shloka, right? Which Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, write it on a beads, neck beads, and wear it always around, isn't it? Then humility. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, we can sing this together in enthusiasm, because when we start getting the taste of humility, magic happens. But only when we start getting the taste of humility. Then there is no insecurity. Why? हम तो नीचे ही हैं. कहाँ से गिरेंगे? आप गिरेंगे, हमारे ऊपर गिरेंगे. And I will serve you. Isn't it? I will serve you even if you fall. Isn't it? This is exactly what Narad Muni told Gopakumar. In Brihad Bhagavatamrit, 2nd canto, Gopakumar is going the journey all over the worlds and the planetary systems. He is just behind Golok, he is in Vaikunt. Narad Muni comes, one quality is needed to go to Vraj. That is utter humility. We get many situations in our life to fix ourselves in humility, we waste them. That is, I can say about myself. Through thoughts, through Vani, through gestures, isn't it? But through Vani, thoughts and gestures, we can fix ourselves in utter humility, isn't it? Yaya vache haya dhainyam matya chasthairyam eti tat. Fix your mati. Iha means chesta, the way we act, right? And words, isn't it? To fix ourselves in the mood of utter humility. Then name will descend with full jalwa, isn't it? Name will descend with full force, and that's why they are singing Shri Krishna Kirtane Jadi Manas Tohara Param Jatane Thani Labho Adhikar Trinadhika Hina Dina Akinchana Chara Apane Mano Visata Chadiya Vikha Samakshama Guna Karo Visarana Pratihimsa Tyajiyane Karo Vivana. Almost clear explanatory, right? It is telling Trinadhika Hina, become even humble than the blade of grass, whether it is the real blade of grass of India or the US ka carpet. So we don't have to think whether he is authentic or not authentic. No, authentic, not authentic. We are servants, isn't it? We may have different way to interact with others, fine. Maybe in our companies we have to be assertive but respectfully. But we are servants because we want Amul Ratn, isn't it? And always become tolerant like Vriksha. Then जीवन निर्वाहे आने उद्वेगा नदी हर उपकारे निज सुख पसरी होइलो सर्व गुणे गुणी महाशय प्रति आशा छाड़ी करो हमारी हृदय. Even if one is great soul possessing all good qualities, hoilo sarva gune. Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, remove the pratishtha on the side. We talked about it last time also. Pratishtha nari sada kumari. Pratishtha, if it's a girl, she will always can never get married. Why? I hope nobody is Pratishtha name here. But Pratishtha is, imagine, fame is a girl. She will never get married. Because if she goes to, if those who want her go to her, she does not want them. And if she goes to those who don't want them, then also she is unmarried, right? So those who want her, she does not want them. And those she wants, they don't want her. So Pratishtha Nari Sada Kumari. Krishna Adhisthana Sarva Jive Jani Sada Kurvi Samana Sarve Adare Sarvara. Imagine that Krishna is in the heart of everybody. So can't everybody be respected? Then he says, Danya Doya Anyaman Pratishtha Varjan Chari Gune Guni Hota Koro Ho Kirtan. This brings us to the Sutra 3. First Sutra is just chant. Second, as much as possible chant. Bathroom is the best time. Nobody gonna disturb you, correct? So instead of thinking about, if you have to think about a shloka, fine. But then if you have nothing better to think about, and well, there is nothing better than name, we can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This brings us to the Sutra 3. That is humbly chant. Chant in the mood of servant of the servant. As the gopis would do, Katarta. Katarta means we are Thantanpal. We have nothing, Thakurji. You have given us wealth and resources. They are your mercy. You gave it. I'll make a good use of it. So why should I think it is I who have created it? Think about this. Humbly chant. And then finally, it comes to Nadhanam Najanam. Only then that person can think Nadhanam Najanam, who is coming out from the tunnel of Trinadapi Sunichena, isn't it? So we'll sing the last song, this song 4. Are you all with me so far?
Yes.
To quickly and together. After one comes out of the tunnel of Trinadapi Sunichena, then they can remain aloof of Nadhanam Najanam Nansundari. That I am just their servant. If they are given to me dhanam, and not like tomorrow we go and say dhanam, distribute. Maybe some of you can do, not all people can do. We use them as servants, isn't it? Prabhu tava pade yuge mora nivedana nahi magi deha sukha vidya dhana jana nahi magi swarga और मोक्ष नाही मागी ना कोरी प्रार्थना कोनो विभूति रसारी. Imagine we playing, we go in Macy's and get lost, right? We go in, what's there? Kroger's, right? And get lost. Imagine when we go to Swarga planet, how nicely we can get lost. And imagine the higher planetary systems. It takes something to say no. And only that who can say no, who has come from the tunnel of Trinadapi Sunichena, isn't it? Nija karma guna doshe je je janma pai janme janme je no tava naam guna gai e matra asha mama tomara charane ahoy sukhi bhakti jahera dukshane dishaye je priti ebe achaye amara sei mata priti hoga charane tomara. It is telling only that preeti I should have on your charana. This is my only desire. Ei matra asha. Now you would say that, wait a minute. You say that don't have desires while doing bhakti, right? Rupa Goswami gives us the rebate. He says, Anya bhilashita shunyam. He never says Anya bhilasha shunyam. Because ita means one should not cultivate the desire in a very calculated and planned way. But if the desire comes to say, save your family member when they are at the time of death, we pray, right? Or somebody who is in difficulty, please protect them so that they can worship you. Or I am earning this much so that I can serve you. This is allowed. As long as we can connect it, but we are not cultivating separate from Krishna. Isn't it? So, however, that also is a challenge, right? We keep getting desires, So, fine. We are in the shower, but at least some point of time, some period of time, some place, we can ask Krishna that I only want you from you. What? I only want you from you. Even the 16 rounds which we are chanting or whatever rounds, at least one mantra we can have that feeling. Baki I may ask Kaju Katli or Medu Vada or whatever is your favorite. But at least this mantra, कहते हैं ना आपको आपसे मांगते हैं. I want only you from you. So that's the fourth sutra. What was the first sutra? Just chant. Second, as much as possible. Third, humbly. No bhav, right? We are not any Hyderabadi Nawabs. No Nawabs. Just servant. Ready to serve others. In fact, devotees ask us think in that way that we have received the name. Imagine the other person who is not chanting, if we receive the same mercy, maybe he would be chanting better and more than me. That attitude. And what is the last sutra? Last sutra is chant only to chant. Chant only to chant. Why are we chanting? Because we like chanting. We want chanting. Anything? No. Anything else? Some stock or something like that? No. Chant only to chant. They were asked Srila Prabhupada, why are you chanting? What will you get out of it? What he says? More chanting. Isn't it? And that is the hope. That perhaps after all these sutras, we get so glued. Then a shower of separation opens in our heart. Isn't it? And those are the last 4 verses of Śikṣāṣṭakam, right? All separation. Krishna, I really want you. And Goswamis are doing that. He Radhe Radha Kund Tate Kalinda Tanaya. Shlokas 4 and 5. Tire Chavam Shiva. They are searching in all these places. Premon Vadavasada Shesha Dashaya. Grastau Pramattau Sada. They are grast as though koi bhoot pakad liya hai. Some ghost has come. Ghost of separation from the ghost of name. Isn't it? Gayanto chakada hare gunavaram bhava vibhutau muda vande rupa sanatanau raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau. They are talking about these 6 Goswamis. Actually, they were manjaris in the spiritual world, servants of Sri Radha. They came down as acharyas and they were talking about, they always kept names. Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gananativi. Isn't it? Because our mind is so tricky, we may say, oh, I'll not use counter or beats. I'll just chant. So one person was like that. He came to a temple. He said, you brahmacharis are chanting mala mala. I keep chanting like that. So somebody gave him a challenge. Okay, fine. You keep a counter and tomorrow we'll tally how many rounds you chanted. Okay? So they looked at this counter and you know how many mantras he chanted? 104. Not even one mala. Because the mind can do like that. Mind can create gaps and we may think that we are chanting, isn't it? So it's a practice. They were doing it Sankhya Purva. So saints advise us that when you are sitting, count it. Even we are standing, maybe you want to count that also, isn't it? But don't put it on Facebook, feeling blissed and blessed. We should not reveal about our hearts, but we are saying this to inspire other people and we are chanting. Not all can do that. Not all can digest that thing also. We can do in a humble mood and keep it close to our hearts, or share with those who have a good digestive system. Isn't it? So that it is only within the circle. Radharani says in Prem Samput that if the prem comes out of the mouth, it already gets diluted. Isn't it? True. So we keep it secret, and they used to do Sankhya Purvak, so we can do Sankhya, the rounds which we sit and chant and the rounds which we walk and chant, and then we can feel that, oh, I made 4 dosas, I chanted 1 round, Hari Bol. So, He Radhe Braj Devi ke chalalite, He Nanda Suno. Then we'll start crying like that. Shri Govardhana Kalpa Padap Kare, Kalindi Vane Kutaha, Ghoshantaviti Sarvato Vrajapure, Khedair Mahavivalo, Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugo, Shri Jiva Gopalakau. Mahavival, they are anxious and they are chanting Radhe Vrajadevi ke. We can chant that, or we can chant our mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Sutra number 1, just. Sutra number 2, Sutra number 3, Sutra number 4, chant to only chant. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Wish we had a counter in the beginning. We could have proved. So we can take now questions, thoughts and reflections. I think we are, well, if time is okay, we're good on time. Okay. So, Brother Sudha Prabhu, Kirtan, can we take some question? Kiranasa Prabhu. Questions, reflections, should we take? Okay. So we take questions, we also take reflections. What stuck with you? Anything, because it was all about name, and practice that. Take this discussion with you in those moments where we are not doing anything and thinking that, sometimes I especially know the mothers in our family, din mein 2 to 5 p.m. is this time. You know about this time? Everybody in the world will get the news. They will get the news and news will spread. So one of the saint, in his interestingly, jokingly, comical way, he says that, maybe give them the information broadcasting department. But now, all of us also do, right? Much of the time we spend, think about it. There are times where nothing is doing, we are not doing anything. We can utilize that time, isn't it? Or the long rides which you go to work. Hear it, but then chanting can also go on. It's very easy. And slowly we'll start feeling a whole transformation is happening. Whole transformation is happening. Okay, thank you. Comments, reflections, suggestions. Yes, Martin.
She's asking if we can sing song 5 in the video.
Oh, well, can we? Maybe in the coming days. Is that okay? You want to sing? Okay, we'll sing one line. Doya nitai chaitanya bole nacharya marman nacharya. Today are the Vilambit version. Maybe in the future we'll do the dancing version. Nacharya marman doya nitai chaitanya bole nacharya marman. Okay? We'll satisfy you. Yes. Okay, more thoughts, comments, reflections? Anything else which stuck with you?
जहाँ नहीं पहुँचे रवि वहाँ पहुँच जाए
कभी. Isn't it?
The whole your talk was actually on that. you know, how beautifully you actually discussed so many nice bhajans, which actually gave us the meaning of Śikṣāṣṭakam.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given. We are all beholden to them. And isn't it right? How much kirtan they have done, how much kirtan Srila Prabhupada did. We just have to take it. And sometimes people say, well, quality is not coming. Okay, first get the quantity. First, as they say in book distribution, touch the pavement, right? And then you say to Naam, I am Gaya Gujra, as they say, right? I am Thantanpal. I am coming here and I am chanting. You do the magic because anyway you are making me chant. Then magic happens. Thank you, Prabhu. Other thoughts? Yes, Prabhu.
Mentally chanting, when we are chanting, it won't have that kind of emotions or that kind of we don't feel, I don't feel that kind of power, the intensity.
Yeah.
Why is that, and when will it when will it come?
Yes. See, different people may have different approaches. Our acharyas have also told that we do loud chanting. I mean, not so loud the other person gets disturbed, but loud enough so that we hear, because that's also beneficial to other living beings. Now say, Prabhu, no living being, no bedbug has come since ages, or no kida has come since ages, but no, there may be ghosts. I mean, nobody is here. By chanting, they are all gone. But there can be so many other beings. So it is helpful. However, chanting in the mind also has a role. Because there, at least it is better than not chanting. Where we cannot chant with lips and tongue, we can chant in the mind. And slowly it happens. First loud chanting enters the Vachika, Upanshu, and then it goes to Manasik, isn't it? So Manasik also has a role to play. It takes time, because when the mind becomes more stable also, the mantra can go. In fact, people say that imagine in the eye of your mind, mantra being written in golden letters. And there are saints who have that experience, that in their dream they will get this Hare Krishna written on golden letters, and while chanting, when they close eyes, they can focus that, right? So how do we do? Well, we first begin, we can write Hare Krishna mantra, on the sand, if we have sand, or on a slate, or on these devices. So we focus, and slowly we internalize. This is what Brihad Bhagavatamrit, Vaikuntha Parshadas are also explaining to Gopakumar. They are saying, when devotees close their eyes, when they see the deities, when devotees close their eyes, when they see the deities, not like they are doing dhyan, but they are so full of emotions, they want to take him inside their heart. So, oftentimes when we go in front of deities, we close the eyes also, right? So we should not slap other person. Hey, Thakurji ko dekho. That is true. Sometimes say, you are in front of Thakurji, see Thakurji, that's fine. But he or she may be closing the eyes to take the Lord and put it inside the heart. And capture him and remember, like that. So it's a external to internal going prakriya. So hote, chant hote, we get so, Naam becomes so merciful that in our minds also, let's do one exercise, let's chant one mantra in our minds. That's not mind. Okay, got it? We can do it, isn't it? So when we are doing the yogic chanting, because it's tough in the beginning, do it. But when you're, maybe some of your colleague who is not happy with you, or some other person is hurling things at you, then we can chant, right? In our minds, think about it. We can do it. Does it help you, bro? So it's a process. Okay. Hare Krishna. More other thoughts, comments, reflections? Yes. Your name?
Aryan.
Yes, I remember you, Aryan.
So, basically my reflection is, how you gave us these 4 principles for chanting? I realized these are the 4 ingredients for the best chanting of your lives. Like, for example, let's say you're cooking a dish and you need 4 ingredients.
Okay, slow. Let's see you're good at what?
Let's say you're good at cooking and you need 4 ingredients to make the dish great. For example, like Likewise, we need 4 ingredients to take your chanting even further, the 4 concepts that you just mentioned.
Okay, so your quiz time. First ingredient is?
First ingredient is just done.
Second ingredient is?
Just
No cheating allowed. You can call your friends. Sanvi in the front.
just
As much as possible.
humbly chant.
That's third ingredient. Don't put the masala before. And fourth ingredient is?
No desires while chanting.
Okay, chant only chant. Thank you, Aryan. Very good. Thank you. Looks like you do quite a cooking with your mom. Okay, other thoughts, reflections? Yes, Mataji.
So I'm hearing this for the first time. Usually we think we are chanting, but you mentioned that we are not chanting. Chanting is helping us to chant. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, actually we are a very tiny beings. Just think about it.
Can you repeat the question?
She's saying that we are hearing this for the first time, that we are not chanting, but name is making us chant. Think about it, this perspective that this tiny jiva, what can we do? We can just desire, right? And then just that desire itself, Krishna will come. Vaisheshika Prabhu says that just hit the touch the pavement, and then Prabhupada will send the people who want to get the books. Then you are just standing there and the books will go. So this perspective is also important. Of course, that doesn't mean, Aajao. that doesn't mean, no, I won't take a mala. Let the mala come to me. You're getting it, right? So these are the two things holding in mind. Maximal effort, but maximal dependence. Maximal effort, we do our best, but we know by our effort things are not happening. Isn't it? And that germinates humility, isn't it? Like just see, we have repeated that many times in the past, that who has given us name, even our vastra, kanthi mala. I mean, Gurudev has given it, right? We can't say, no, I went to Loi Bazaar. Who gave the intelligence? If we go behind this Karana, if we go see the Karan behind the Karan, we'll realize it is somebody else working. So our thing is just to desire perfectly, and I think that free will we allow, right? Otherwise life is just a mechanical thing, isn't it? Does that make? Even for any service, chanting is a service, right? For any service we say what? It is given, isn't it? Does that help you, Mataji? It's a perspective change, and you know that perspective is helpful. I'll tell you. Are you all with me?
Yes.
I was asking one saint that some days chanting is like really pathetic. I mean, nothing happens. Some day it is like, Medhu Vada and all the chutney festival. Eat as much as you want. Why? So he gave an interesting perspective. He said, that means you are not doing it. That means somebody else is making the bhajan done through you, which means, he told me, become humble. That perspective is also important. Of course, that doesn't mean, ore, license mil gaya. Not like that. We try our best, but when it is not happening, even in that we see the grace of Krishna. Krishna, you have shown me, I am not the controller, I am not the doer. Kartaham iti manyate. What's the shloka? Vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Dev maya dakshena prakriti. Ahankar, oh not vimuda. Ahankar vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Does that make sense? Okay, thank you. Shamil.
There is generally, devotees say that we just chant hour 16 and they just try to improve on quality and quality. But we have also seen that it is said that we should increase the quantity so that you get the quality. So can you speak on that perspective?
Yes. See, not all will have time and situation to do that. We talked about cases, right? Suppose you are ill and things like that. Even though 16 is tough, and what to speak about, in comparison, glorious souls like His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, who because of the extended thing will have backlogs, and then he will complete and go beyond the backlog. Just think about it. So such a wide range, right? So at least first get the 16 done. Yeah, like that. Whatever vows we have taken. After that, there is also some sense of increasing. What does increasing mean? It is spending more time with an object of our love, isn't it? When we love something, we want to spend more time, right? Because we want to spend more time with sambar, right? If we love sambar, more time, keep sitting there, maybe one more and things like that, or whichever is the sweet dish. Or we love a person, we don't say that, time up. No. We want that, waqt tham ja, isn't it? Oh, time, just stop. Why? We want to spend more time. Because when we spend more time, we'll know that person more. And isn't name a person. That's why you call it Harinam Prabhu. So we do our 16 rounds, but then when occasions come, special days comes and things like that, or up to you, you can increase the rounds. We are spending more time with Holy Name. And won't Holy Name become merciful? He's trying so much, she's trying so much. There is a sense in increasing the names also. I think I've heard His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, there they take vows, I think, to chant 25 rounds on Ekadashi. I mean, that's an additional vow other than the other vows.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. So that's a great commitment because more rounds, more spending the time. However, that's not, we cannot make it like the general thing because different people's situations are different. And since our Acharya has said Srila Prabhupada, for sure 16 rounds back home, back to Godhead. There is no nanu nuts there. There's no nanu nuts there that no, maybe he didn't say more. No. Prabhupada indeed said minimum 16 rounds, which means if somebody, because of the situation, is able to do only 16 rounds, well done and nicely, and do other services, guaranteed. Because 16 is greater than equal to minimum 16, right? Does that make sense, Prabhu? But there is a sense about that. And let me add it, when we get nivrit of our duties, right? Our kids get settled and things like that, then what to do, right? 8 hours you were working, now that is free. What we'll do? Cook in 8 hours? Well, some people can do if that's the seva to cook and serve. Other people, when they get old, the eyesight may not be good, reading is problematic, but Naam is very sundar sasta tikau, isn't it? So there people increase. We know in Vrindavan, many people. Aindra Prabhu, daily 116 rounds, which is exactly 2 lakh. If you do the calculation, 64 is 1 lakh. After 59 they call it. 59 means 1 lakh and then you add something called the percentage of a yogya. In that way some people calculate. But he exactly I think calculated. So he made 116 rounds. Then I know one Prabhu, he's just I think settled in Vrindavan. He does 128 rounds and still he does the services. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur would chant 192 rounds, still do all the services and the astrology and the Jyotish, everything. How? Because one gets better in chanting also and can do faster also. How the Shivram Maharaj told me, or he told in some lecture, faster chanters may not be good chanters, but good chanters may become fast chanters. Got it? Faster chanters may not be because they may be eating away, right? Like this Hare Krishna, 4 malas in one Hare Krishna mantra happened, isn't it? So when we get nivrit of duties, and that shouldn't we aspire for that? One day when the duties are reduced and things like that, we get more time and we can do so, isn't it? Thank you, thank you.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna.
आप वृंदावन से हमारे साथ कृष्ण आ गए।
हरे कृष्ण नहीं कृष्ण यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी बैठे हैं। यत्र गायन्ति मद्भक्ता तत्र कृष्ण। Any other thoughts, comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhu from online. Can we?
Yes.
Can we share our
I
reflections,
think
Prabhu?
I'm hearing is Mallikarjun Prabhu.
Haji, Prabhu.
Go ahead, Prabhu.
Naam does Naam. I experienced it, Prabhu. When I wake up in the morning, I feel like how to chant. Then I thought like Naam is no different than God. So I start one Naam and it takes the other Naam, and it keeps happening. So that I experienced. So I thought I should share my reflection.
Thank you. Thank you.
Haribol. And then the other thing that helps is Naam Buddy, like a Japa call. So we have a
Buddy.
japa call in the morning. Yeah. So just if you have a buddy, then you will wake up just because of the buddy and then do it. So that can help.
Excellent. I'm
So
seeing that after COVID time, this is helping. Suppose we are not able to, we can join in the phone calls like that.
yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Thank you.
With all the things that you said, it's to say eat, sleep, drink, Krishna, repeat. That's all we should do.
Repeat for while loop. Thank you so much. With that,
Hari
we will
bol.
do, but we have to add prasadam also in that loop. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
coming
right.
in
Eat, sleep, drink, Krishna, and repeat. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Hari bol.
thank you, Malikarjun Prabhu. We end now. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
By His grace, Harivamsa Prabhu ki
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Brajendra Prabhu ki Jai.
Sadhvi ki jai.
Thank you so very much, Dorian.